Cancel culture, as defined by Merriam-Webster in 2021, is, quote, having to do with the removing of support for public figures in response to their objectionable behavior or opinions, end quote. It's the ability for the public to hold celebrities accountable for their actions deemed inappropriate. This essentially is erasing them from the public eye. Similar to the Me Too movement, cancel culture brings relief to victims when the justice system fails. Notable figures such as R. Kelly or Harvey Weinstein, who have committed heinous sex crimes, would have escaped imprisonment if it wasn't for public outcry and pressure through social media. However, like the Me Too movement, it also shares in an abuse of the system where cancel culture can become toxic. Careers could be ended because of something taken out of context or said years ago in a different time. As a result, people fear speaking their opinions to avoid being called out. Twitter is the largest social media with the most problematic presence of cancel culture. Social media records everything anyone has ever said, and people can actively seek out those to be canceled. Statements largely not publicly acceptable are the ones targeted whether or not free speech allows it or if it is just an unpopular opinion. As a result, celebrities targeted by cancel culture can lose a TV show and brand deals. They are deplatformed and further stopped from earning a living. Those who take part in canceling a celebrity agree not to allow them to make money because of their actions. James Gunn, for instance, was cancelled for distasteful decade-old tweets on rape and abuse. Twitter bringing them to light cost him his job at Disney directing the Guardians of the Galaxy films. He would later apologize, and this event would cause other celebrities to scroll through their Twitter history to delete old statements. His cancellation sparked a conversation. Did he deserve to be fired for something he had said years ago in a different time? Why didn't Disney background check this, or has it been overlooked? Many people petitioned for Disney to rehire him, considering Disney itself also has had a problematic past, while many others believe Gunn deserves what he got. Gunn's public firing shows how easily a career can end. If something once said is unacceptable, it's worth their livelihood. Old tweets are deleted and people refrain from speech because cancel culture can become a witch hunt. All it takes is a hashtag blank is over party without consideration to end someone. Cancel culture is not all black and white. It becomes a gray area. It was a poor joke made in a different political climate. The cast of the Guardians of the Galaxy defended James Gunn's character. He was no longer the same person who made those tweets years ago, and his movies reflected this. Later, Disney would rehire Gunn, which was met with mixed feelings from the public. Today, cancel culture is only becoming worse with the more popularized it is on Twitter. Celebrities are expected to be immediately woke. This would mean being socially aware, and anything but deserves a cancellation or woke bashing. Taking another example, Chris Pratt, the actor for Marvel's Star-Lord, has been a recent target of cancel culture. Twitter users delve deep to cancel him, claiming him anti-LGBT and Republican. Despite Pratt's message for support for LGBT and the right to keeping his political beliefs silent, cancel culture stands strong against him. The aggression prompted his Avenger co-stars to speak out in support of Pratt's good character. In response, cancel culture still remains adamant about canceling Pratt and additionally those who support him. While no further action has been taken, cancel culture among social media has gotten out of hand. This aggressive use of cancel culture is toxic. People are quick to end someone's career without a second thought or hearing the full situation. Quote, in a world where we repost moral outrage without the necessary due diligence, it's important we read between the lines before we effectively cancel someone. End quote. To be woke is not to cancel someone and end their livelihood. Quote, wokeness is a continuous process of learning and unlearning. It's about showing up even when it makes you uncomfortable. It's about turning fear of criticism into impactful dialogue and actionable change. End quote. Cancel culture can be a valuable tool when used appropriately. With it, we can incite change and grow as a society. If we continue to allow this tool to be abused, no longer would it be as valuable. Instead, change still remains in the hands of those on top of power.